panawagan po ng pagkakaisa. Ako po si Sara Duterte. Handa po akong magserbisyo sa ating bayan. Hinihingi ko po ang tulong at suporta ninyo para sa pagka-vice presidente ng ating bansa.
Good evening. Today is Tuesday, April 12, 2022. I'm Miguel Agaton and this is Tribune News on Cue. Here are the stories for this evening. The Philippine Army on Tuesday said that 25 people were killed, 28 were missing, and 105 were injured in Baybay City, Leyte amid the onslaught of Tropical Depression Agaton. The Army said authorities recovered the cadavers from 6 barangays, noting that they were able to retrieve 14 cadavers in Barangay Maylahi, 5 in Barangay Katagnos, 2 in Barangay Maypatag, 1 in Barangay Kadamdam, 1 in Barangay Pangasugan, and 1 in Barangay Bunga. It added flooding and landslides occurred in barangays of Mayli, Maypatag, Kanipa, Pangasugan, Bunga, and Katagnos. Colonel Noel Vestur, commander of the 802nd Infantry Brigade, said authorities continued to conduct search and rescue operations as well as humanitarian assistance and disaster response operations. The Department of Agriculture disclosed that damage and losses to agriculture brought by Tropical Depression Agaton have reached over 200 million pesos as of Tuesday morning. The DA said the estimated damage to the crop sector stood at 265.3 million pesos, covering 3,060 hectares of agricultural areas in eastern Visayas and Caraga. The weather disturbance has so far affected 2,132 farmers with a volume of production loss at 16,532 metric tons, while affected commodities include rice, corn, and high-value crops, the DA said. The first cyclone hit the Philippines this year. Agaton was packing maximum sustained winds of 45 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 75 kilometers per hour, according to Pag-asa. The Commission of Elections, or Comelec, will consider the claim on alleged pre-shading of ballots in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, as fake news until it has received reports from officials. Comelec Commissioner George Garcia said that they have not received any reports yet from the embassy in Dubai. His statement comes following a post circulating on social media about a supposed pre-shaded ballot found by a voter on Sunday, April 10, the first day of overseas voting for the 2022 national elections. The Philippine Consulate General's office in Dubai has refuted the reports, stressing that poll watchers from at least 5 different political parties present during the entire voting period likewise witnessed or reported no irregularity. Meantime, the Philippine Embassy in Singapore has also denied intentional handing out of pre-shaded ballots to Filipino voters during the start of the overseas voting. Tribune News on Cue will be back after these reminders.
PG Party List, kasangga mo, balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, boses natin sa Kongreso. PG Party List, kasangga mo, balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, basic good. Atin to, magkaisa ng mahinig ang mga hinaing. Young and active leaders sa Kongreso, ang boses natin. Tandaan at iboto, balota 108. 2 billion realize the projects we dreamed of. PG Party List, vote 108 na. PG Party List, kasangga mo, balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, boses natin sa Kongreso. PG Party List, kasangga mo, balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, basic good. Atin to, PG Party List, atin to.
other news, the Department of Health announced that COVID-19 infections in the country are now plateauing, with average daily cases recorded in the recent week 26% lower than the previous week. A total of 3,594,516 people have been counted as recoveries, while the death toll climbed to 59,777, and Vergera emphasized that the number of cases in the recent week was 26% lower than the recorded number on March 29 to April 4, which had 366 average daily cases. The positivity rate in the country has also decreased to 1.6% from the 1.8% last week, she added. Vergere added that the Philippines' health system's capacity remains at a low risk, with a total intensive care unit utilization rate of 18.4% and bed utilization rate of 16.6% as of April 10. The Philippines on Monday logged 273 new cases, bringing the nationwide tally to 3,681,646. The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, or MMDA, deployed 2,975 traffic enforcers and emergency personnel in the National Capital Region during the observance of Holy Week. MMDA Chairman Romando Artes said the personnel were assigned to major thoroughfares, transport hubs, and other key areas around Metro Manila, and noted that the volume of travelers was expected to increase to about 100,000 for out-of-town trips during the Lenten season. He added that they will deploy motorcycle units on the bus carousel route to move the buses along so they don't stay in the same place. The flow of the buses will be faster and travel faster. Meanwhile, Artes said the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency conducted drug tests on public utility bus drivers and conductors. In sports, the Los Angeles Lakers sacked head coach Frank Vogel on Monday, saying a change of leadership was needed after the club's shock failure to reach the playoffs. Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka confirmed Vogel's dismissal in a statement, a day after the club's miserable campaign drew to a close. Speculation over Vogel's future intensified after the Lakers' final regular season game on Sunday, with ESPN reporting that the coach, who led the franchise to a 17th NBA championship in 2020, would be fired. Talking to reporters later Monday, Pelinka said the Lakers' season has been disappointing at every level. And in business, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, or BSP, said Tuesday that the Philippine consumer prices are expected to go up more than expected in the last 6 months of the year, given movements in global prices. According to BSP Governor Benjamin Jokno, inflation is seen to settle above the 2% to 4% target range in the second half due to elevated global oil and non-oil prices and positive base effects. Domestic pump prices have been on an uptrend in 12 out of the past 14 weeks, which the Department of Energy has repeatedly attributed to the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine that has hit global supplies and driven global prices higher. The Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board last month rejected petitions of transport groups to increase the minimum jeepney fare by 1 peso, which came after successive increases in prices. It maintained the minimum fare at 9 pesos for the first 4 kilometers. That wraps up the stories tonight. Before we go, we'd like to thank the SM Store, Araneta City, the Department of Tourism, MG Motors, Hino Motors, Security Bank, Empire East Lands Holdings Incorporated, and Overseas Committee Affairs Council member Alan Lin of the Republic of China for their continued support. Again, this is Miguel Pautagon, and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
araw mga katribu! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelovelo, Atty. Lia Badillo Crisostomo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Chirk Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas na ang mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Simulan natin ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments ng aming programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, pagsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Oh, vaccination, isolation. Gotta keep up with my nutrition. Gotta maintain my body condition. Then I can take my vaccination. What do I choose? What do I take? As long as it is not a fake. AstraZeneca, Moderna, BioNTech, even Sinovac, okay na. Pababakuna ka ba? 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 Vaccination for the nation, no more isolation. With vaccination, pababakuna ka ba? 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 Paturok, paturok, paturok.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM. Ang Daily Tribune may digital shows na din. Dahil sa mas lumalaki at mas lumalakas nating tribu, handog sa inyo ng Daily Tribune ang mga programang magbibigay buhay araw-araw. Be informed at mag-good vibes tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Be updated sa news and happenings sa Tribune News on Q. Mas kilalanin pa natin ang mga paborito nyong atleta sa programang The Athletes Tribune. Alamin ang latest entertainment sa programang What's Up. Ma-inspire sa mga kwentong hatid ng Perfect. Search lang ang Daily Tribune sa inyong Facebook at Tribune Now on YouTube. See you there, mga katribu!
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its Viber community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tercito are available on our community Viber.